in that universe and charge them. Take charge. Nurture it. Dress it. Keep it. And subdue it. That was the charge. That is the whole essence of creation. And everything that we do, including coming to school, is to fulfill this charge. In order for you to be able to subdue the universe that has been created, you must have proper understanding of that universe. The way the universe works. And all the inhabitants of the universe, the way they work. So some are studying medicine. Just to appreciate and understand how you can give health and healing to the creatures of the universe when they are visited with sickness. Others are studying engineering, just so they can appreciate how to fix and bring about tools that can be vehicles for fixing things. Alright, others are studying law when the inhabitants of the universe are in disagreement and they want to fight and create chaos. How you can help them, resolve those challenges amicably. Others are studying accounting, HR, marketing, so that as they nurture the environment in business, you can help them organize things properly, organize their human capital properly, organize their financial capital properly, be able to satisfy whoever the stakeholders are in a proper way. And so everything that we do is in response to the charge, keep this universe. Okay? And the whole essence of the charge is because the universe requires to be kept because there are issues. Without issues, life is not working. Without issues, whatever programs, if sickness is not in the world, those of you studying medicine, pack your bag and go with this. If you do not need tools as vehicles for delivering services in industry, those of you reading engineering, whether mechanical, electrical, material, geometric, whatever engineering. By the way, I also work at an engineering school as an accountant, school accountant. So I have a little appreciation of what happens in that school. If not for the desire to fix issues, what you are studying there has no relevance. The relevance of it is to give you appreciation of how you can facilitate the engineering of tools, whatever form they are, to help face human problems. And those of you who are studying law and accounting and all those things, I am saying that problems is the essence of life. And all the striving that we do is because we want to help solve the problems. If the problems were not there, life would not be worth living. So if you fall, or if you are faced with some odds, that is when you should realize that your likely moment is about to. And I've experienced this. Anytime I am at my lowest moments, where I ask myself, why? I have learned to realize that such moments are a projection moment for me. That's the way I have come to see. By the time I come out of that moody, very frustrating, and I've gone through several of them, where I will ask myself, is this whole thing worth it? Is it? But then, when you put yourself together and you come out of it, and you take the lessons and you run with them, you realize that your life changes, your life transforms. What is the lesson I'm projecting here? I'm projecting to you that when you are down, when life comes very hard at you, something good is about to happen to you if you take it seriously and if you take the lessons from it. If you write exams and you do not perform well and you are a serious person, that is going to be the beginning of better performance for you. Because then you sit back, unless you do not sit to reflect, to analyze, and to take necessary corrective steps, then that problem will still be with you. But if you analyze the problem properly, and you strategically position yourself and respond to that challenge, you are going to have a leap in your life. It is the same in academics, right? It is the same in the work environment. It is the same in whatever that you do. One of the things that challenged me here in this school, I finished University of Ghana School of Administration, currently qualified as a chartered accountant. When I got back to the university, took me to the School of Engineering. So I was there for I think close to 6 months or 8 months, and then there was an issue here, and it brought me here. Then Prof was the dean of the medical school. How many of you are studying medicine and are in this school? Alright, so none of you may know him. A very revered Prof. You write his name, you have to put Professor, Dr. Ruby. Then you add all his whatever. I have just come and they have just posted me to this as a school accountant. Very young at the time. I was looking very small when you compare me to all the other people. And sometimes people used to intimidate me small. And I was here before I left the University of Ghana. And most of the people were my seniors. So I started as a clerk. And I used to serve them. And that's another thing. Humble yourself and be self-sufficient as many people as you can. Because they will open doors for you. I used to do that. Then I came back and then immediately I was school accountant. With many of the, practically everybody who was above me now supervised. It was a little bit of a challenge. Now I write a letter to a memo to Professor Brooklyn, and then I drafted a memo for him to sign. We're going to discuss some things. And after it, I just wrote Prof. Provost. And I sent a letter to him. The letter was on the second, all this time. And this was a very respectable man, and we all feared and revered him. And as I entered his office, he threw the list at me and shouted at me, "Accountant, I thought you were a professional." My heart jumped. And then he called the secretary, Kate. So Kate came. Then he said, "Show this young man how to write my name." Then he took the paper and then said, "Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir." And that's like, I felt a little bit embarrassed. The way, and there were people in case of the words. I said, "No problem, my man." But he was doing it. I took it very seriously. But, that's the way he did whatever he wanted to do. And as I walked out of that room, I said, "I'm going to be 3 PhD. This man has 2 PhD. He's shouting." And indeed, I've kept to that. I'm doing my third and second PhD. Now, this was something that, but I took it positively. I said, "No, this man has challenged me. I'll do 3 more people. He has doctor. I'll do doctor. So I called him one of these days. He couldn't even try to make me out. I said, "Prof, thank you so much. You put a lot of zeal in me. You want to be like you." And he was happy, although he was still struggling to remember who was talking to him. Now, whenever you have a challenge, know that it is an opportunity for you to get something. I walked into I used to work for the World Bank in Somalia, helping the Ministry of Finance. So I was advising their Minister of Finance. And the World Bank needed some people to do something we call political economy analysis. Political economy analysis. And political economy analysis simply means understand who are the power movers in the English environment. Who are the people who matter? If we want to get something done, who must we have his or her attention? And what does it take to get their attention? How does the system work? Who are the people who are in charge of the system? And what is their interest? So we can get their attention to get to do what we want to do. And so, we do a financial management expert, we will take care of it. We don't have political economy expertise. So we can be so patient that we don't have specials that show that we can do political economy analysis. This was something that was not a big deal. They have to go and ask some people. For 2 weeks, they paid for $30,000. So they don't even have regard for us. And these people didn't have any background. Some of us and the people that we work with in Somalia just have to give them everything that they do to do a PhD in political economy. And I started. I will not allow somebody else to come and take $30,000 for free. I will take it myself. And the only reason why they will not let me do that is because they think that I don't have the credentials. So I will get the credentials. Okay? When moments come that put you at a disadvantage, those are the moments that should prepare you. And many people ask me, why are you doing many things? Setbacks get me to do most of those things. Alright? I started as an accountant. And I had some issue with some people. Although I had, for a long time, wanted to study law, I had some issues. They wanted me to do some things that I said, no, I won't do. And I was given the choice to do or not to do. I said, no, I won't do. And I resigned. And as I resigned, someone told me that, okay, go and study law. So that was why I just go and study law. And if I have the opportunity, I'll prosecute this. And I went to study law. It was like a joke. But I was propelled by some of those very frustrating moments. I said, this guy is what are they thinking about? So I resigned. And when I resigned, I didn't take a job. I was married, but I had three-bedroom bungalow. As a very young, at the time, I was 27, I believe, 27, thereabout, 27, 28, thereabout. And for a long time, I was living in a very small single room. And when I was on my own, but when I was with my parents, we were living in the chamber and hall. A large family, 2 mothers, and several uncles and aunties who came in and out. And with an increasing number of siblings of about 6, 7, 8, and they kept coming in their numbers. So now I have myself here with 3 rooms with a big wall. I said, no, I'm going to stay here. And I was treated to move away because there was frustration. When I was moving away, I was not happy. Because of issues that were happening. Everybody told me that you understand what you are doing. You have just come here to tell you accountant and giving you bungalow, you just married and you've moved into the end to apartheid. So when you see him walking majestically in his glory, you think that it was easy. It wasn't. But when he embraced the odds, the benefits came. Alright? I had the opportunity to work for the African Development Bank in Liberia, again as an advisor to the Minister of Finance in Liberia. And I went there as an accountant. But I discovered that the minister used me more as a lawyer than as an accountant, and conferred with me on many legal issues, and I was more involved in their financial and legal issues. So I realized that studying the law was very, very fun. But here I was doing public finance. So I said to myself, then I need some specific emphasis on the theory and the literature in public finance. So when there is a discussion, a debate, a discourse on public finance, I will come across as an authority. So I decided to do public finance. At the time, I already had a master's in finance, corporate finance. So I decided to do a master's in public finance. And subsequently, a PhD in accounting with emphasis in public sector, because that's what I was doing. Many of the things I've done in life, when people ask why I do all of them, were a response to my discovery of the deficiencies around me and the challenges that I faced at the moment as I work. I did not just get up and start to do something because I needed to do it. Everything I did was a response to what can help me resolve a challenge that I was confronted with, and that would propel me further. So I have come to appreciate that. So anytime I am challenged and in trouble, internally I start to smile. Whilst I feel the pain, because I believe that some lightning moment is ahead if I do the right things. So brace up against all odds. And don't be intimidated to coil when the odds face you. Rather be challenged to know that the moment is coming when you will look back and be excited and happy. Okay? Poverty should not let you down. Poverty should be the reason why you say, no, I must leave this to history. You should rather not be kept where you are because of poverty. The poverty should make you feel that me and my family and the rest of them should not suffer the way I'm suffering. There should be a motivation. If you have some disability, that should not keep you where you are. That should rather be the reason why you should say, this disability should not be the reason why I should be complaining and regret and to blame myself. If you have a predicament with health, if you have a challenge in academics, and the first time I ever failed an exam was the Institute of Chartered Accountants examination. I have not failed any exam before. And when I started level 1, I passed all the quiz. People were failing. I said, why are these people failing? I said, it is difficult. Then I went to do level 2. 4 papers, 1 dash. I was gone. Yes, I recall very vividly. Some of my colleagues said, this guy said, no, it's too easy to do today. I'm telling you facts. In fact, some people came to me at the time I was doing an MBA. Some people came to me to say, this one, that is your secret. What would you eat? Interestingly, around that time, my favorite food was Gary and beans. You know why? It can take you for a long time. You don't feel hungry easily. Right? When I take it in the morning, sometimes I'll take it again in the afternoon, and I don't need to eat again. All you do is drink water. The second reason was that, in fact, it is the only food I can cook properly. take any effort. Just put it on the fire and go and sit behind your roots. It will get done by itself. If you taste and decide, just add more water. That's all. I don't need to be a specialist. And just a little bit of garlic. You want just take your time to pop up and become very enlightened and light. When you eat, you do well for the rest of the day. So some people come and ask me, what food do you eat? Tell them the food you eat. You want to know the food I eat? That's serious. Success does not lie in the food. And of course, you must have a balance. In fact, if it is the issue of balance diet and those things that can bring success to people, some of us we have been lost. We have been lost long time. God is good. Though we know that we have to keep hygiene, balance diet and those things to survive through the odds without all those kinds of things. And the rest will survive. If you have it, don't say I said I don't eat balance diet. But the fact that you don't have enough money to keep balance diet should not be the reason why you should complain. There was 1 month, 1 whole month, all the food I could eat was a mango. And it was not like it is a style of food, but it's so delicious. In fact, among all the food, the one I don't like the most is rice. And that month, I had enough rice and oil. I just add it and then put pepper on it. Let's make it a little bit salt. That's all. Okay. So occasionally I'll just get to report. I don't know if they are still there. Get some cabbages and balance it small. 3 days before my salary came, the food finished, everything finished. I told myself I will not ask him for it. Third day, I was writing a little mouth. My hand was shaking like this. My hand was shaking like this. And my senior looked at me and said, but while that was going on, I asked myself, why am I struggling like this? I said, because I've used all my money for tuition, preparing to write exams. Should I fail that exam? Then I'm a fool. Then I've lost twice. So I was super charged. I said, look, I cannot use all my money to do this. For which reason I don't have food to eat. And then I'll fail that exam again. So when I sit, whatever it takes to understand and to make sure that I read, solve the questions, do, when I went to the exam, it was easy. So those of you who are struggling to pay your fees, who are struggling to buy your textbooks, who are struggling to pay for your project work, you should record excellent results. You should record excellent results in compensation for the struggle that you are going through. So when the odds hit you, okay, thank you, brother. When the odds hit you, that is when you should do well. The odds should compel you. In this new era, you can breach all the odds. Whatever the issues are. So right now we need technology to drive everything. You don't have a laptop. You don't have the most recent guidance. But still you can do something. You still can do something. Remember those days when there were television this thing. We used to go and stand at the windows of some of our co-tenants to watch some of that like this. And some of the children who are naughty, they just close the curtains. You don't want us to watch. I compare we enjoy it more than those who are even sitting comfortably in their rooms. Come to the house and shouting. And they are sitting there, they are not even paying attention. I am saying that when you are hit hard with the odds, make the maximum out of it. You cannot come from wherever you are coming from with your parents who are struggling to make ends meet. Use all their last, pay your fees that without the tool of technology. You may have challenges with money to get the laptop or to get the smartphone. You still can do it. Figure out how you can do it. So whenever there is a will, there is a way. Success is not just on people who are born rich. Success is not just on people who have fortunate parents. Success is not just on people who are smart. There's nobody who is smart. People say, nobody is smart. You get what you invest in. Okay? All of us are capable of being smart. We are all intelligent beings. All you need to do, maybe discover the most appropriate way to live. We are all different. We have been wired differently. So you may be using the wrong approach. Or you are learning something that you are not very keenly interested. And so you are not really paying attention. I had a student at the time I was teaching at Berkeley University. This guy, he was in the accounting class. I tried as much as trying to get this guy to understand accounting. And he had the opportunity to say, so this one, you have tried, but I don't think I can understand this thing. This guy was in the choreography group. In fact, he was the leader of the student choreography. So whenever the university had the programs, they would come and dance. You watch that guy, the way, the kind of movement, very delicate, complex movement that you attempt, you will fall. He did it so effortlessly and so admirably, with great skill, that if you think that what he's doing is an easy thing, try it, and you will see that you can't do it. So I told him one as my brother, you are very talented and skilled person. You are doing the wrong. I don't think I can do this. Yours is the arts. The way you do this dance thing with peace. And it's a need in the society. This our society, when you invest in that and you do it well, you will shine more than the people who are doing debit and credit and they will eventually hire them to keep your records for them. So redirect your interest. So if you are not doing very well in whatever you are doing, it might be because your interest is not there. But there is no such person as a stupid person who is so daft that he cannot do what he has to do. So, regardless of the odds, regardless of your challenges, God has deposited in you some talent. Guys have God gave them talent. Sorry, a certain master, they are told, was going on a journey. Where he was going, we don't know. He said the kingdom of God is like unto a master who was going on a long journey. He called his three servants. One of them, he gave 1 talent. Another, he gave 2 talents. And the other, he gave 5 talents. And he said they should render account when he comes. And he went. The Bible says that when he left, immediately, the one that he gave 5 went and worked immediately with it, and he got 5 extra. The one he gave 2 also went and worked and got 2 extra. The one he gave 1, the Bible says he went and dug the ground and buried it. Not long the master came back, and then he called them. The one he gave 5 hurriedly came and said, Master, the 5 you gave me, I went and worked with it. Thankfully, I have extra 5. Here is the 10th of the talents you gave me. The master said, well done, faithful and trusted servant. Enter into the kingdom prepared for you. Second person, he gave 2 kids. He said, Master, you gave me 2. I worked with the 2. I have 2 more. Said, well done, good and faithful servant. Enter into the kingdom prepared for you. Then the one he gave 1 king, he said, Master, you are doing very hard. I didn't want to take chances. You asked me for what you didn't give me. I'm complaining, thinking about consequences, fearing of loss, or being afraid of the odds. This guy was afraid of the odds. You will not do anything. Those other two were not afraid of the odds. They went out and lived what was charged for them to do. And see the account that they gave. The one they gave 5, he rendered an account for 5 more. The one they gave 2, rendered an account for 2 more. The master didn't complain. Nobody will demand from you what has not been given to you. Only what has been given to you will be demanded. So just do what you can to the best of your ability. Because we will not require from you what you are unable to give. Right? So just do what you can. But I often use this passage to make a classic point that, and that same passage, the conclusion was that it will be given to people in accordance with their abilities. You will receive gifts based on your ability. You will become successful based on your ability. Your success in whatever profession that is based on your ability. So if you expand your ability to handle more, you will receive more. If you narrow your ability to handle more, you will receive less. Because why did the other guy, why was he giving 1? Because the master knew that his capacity to handle was only limited to less. And he was proven right. Even the 1, he could not manage it. The other person got him because the master's assessment was that he had capacity to manage you. Okay? So if you see somebody has millions, it is because he has enlarged his capacity to handle millions. That's why he is entrusted with millions. You want to handle millions, expand your capacity to handle millions. And you will receive and manage millions. To whom much is given, much is expected. And I will want to rephrase that one. Whoever wants much to be given to him must position himself to be able to manage more, regardless of the odds. So I'll stop here, and if there are questions, I'll respond to them. By concluding that you can break the odds and rise to your full potential, whether in poverty, whether in sickness, whether in whatever adversity that you may find yourself, regardless of the odds, you can rise to the top. Thank you very much.
You take your questions right now. If you have any questions, starting from this.
All right. So let me make it orderly. I'll start from here. When I move away, I'm a teacher, so I have a way to minimize my questions and prevent people who are provoked by some questions to ask me. So when I move from here, I will come back here. So this lane, ask your question. Otherwise, when somebody asks a question and you lost that opportunity. Any question here? Thank you very, very much. So now let me come here. So this whole lane, that's this, the middle lane. Any question? You have a question? Let's hear you.
So my question is, you see, when you were speaking, you made mention of past propellant of troubles that increase. Let's say in life you are encountered with a particular problem that will slow you down from whatever you want to do. Now there is this situation that, let's say, I face this problem I'm motivated to use the opportunity of facing that problem to propel myself. But in the act of trying to do that, you would experience something that would leave an indelible mark on you that reminds you whenever you try to make another effort to just give up. So in such situations, you see, once you face such a problem, when you try to make amends for yourself, you are reminded of what happened previously. Then you tend to give up. So in such situations, what would you advise us?
Thank you very, very much. It's a very true situation that we are more likely to be let down by our challenges than to take advantage of it. I have gone to several of those moments, but thankfully, and you getting angry, getting sad, and getting moody, it's part of human life. Okay? So I will not stand here to pretend to you and say, look, if you're a good person, you will never get angry, you won't get moody, you won't get sad. That's a delusion. There are times I wake up and I ask myself, what's all of this? What's all of this? Particularly, I have to do this, and then I'm studying and I'm saying, why have I brought all these things? Is it necessary at all? But then I relax and I say, this is what I have. What can I make out of it? So, always be sober at the end of the day to say, I would not like to lose twice. This thing has happened, it's true. Can't do much about it. What can I get out of it? That's what has helped me. And I've always said, okay, let me make a point out of this so that I don't face double jeopardy. So let me just make a point out of this. Get into an environment that has been very, very negative. How can you tell it to be a positive thing for you? That is the best you can do. So allow yourself to get through the moody situation, and then when you can think, never let a situation that got you embarrassed, a situation that got you very uncomfortable, never let it go waste. Spring out of that better. And many of my successes have come on the heels of negative experiences. Many of them. Negative experiences have challenged me more than, success always spurs you on to want to do more. But I am more encouraged by negative experiences, saying never again, never again. I cannot lose twice. Particularly when people are making fun out of it, I want to prove them wrong. I want to prove them. When somebody is saying that, you can't do. Don't let it keep you down. So, okay, you are say whatever you want to say. I want the result to speak for itself. Yes, I want the result to speak for itself. When you are all saying that, I'm like that, okay. I will spend time to let the results stand. So, okay, those people who were affected, come around. Here I am. So, it's difficult, but that's the best way. And so the ought should spare you on rather than put you down. All right, any more questions on this? Yes, my brother.
Professor William, thank you very much for inspiring me. You made mention of when you were introducing me, I got to know that you are actually involved in a lot of stuff. And one of the things you keep mentioning is, for example, you are working on this board, on that board, you are pursuing two PhDs at the same time, concurrently. And my mind is sometimes like, some of us, we actually give up when we are being stressed out. So I want to know how you are able to manage the stress involved in going through all these things.
All right, thank you very, very much. I actually go through a lot of stress, to be very honest with you. Okay, so I have a family. I'm married with 3 kids. I've been blessed with a set of triplets. They like being around me a lot. I don't get to spend too much time with them, so the little time I want to spend with them, as I make them feel they always want to be with me, and they are always wanting to be with me when I'm around. That's a big project on its own. I work for Heritage as the vice president and in charge of academics. That's a huge project. I'm the president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants. We are going through lots of reforms and I'm pushing for all those things. It takes a lot of my time and lots of travels across the region. I am on intravenous infusions and I make it a point. I'm responsible for financial issues on that board. And they will definitely come back to me all the time on any matter of finance. I chair the audit committee. I chair the audit committee and Security Exchange Commission. It's a very, very strategic commission in the country. I cannot do but meet the statutory requirements. I sit on finance. For those of you who know problems, and it gives me headaches. I chair the finance committee. I am in the audit committee, and all the issues that give the company sleepless nights are financial. And so I have to think about all of those things every now and then. I'm on the audit committee of Ghana Integrated Aluminium Consolidated Corporation, which is, beginning to take shape, and the president eyes on that company, and we have to do what we have to do to get it going, right? I run my own law firm along with some other colleagues. I run my own accounting firm along with some colleagues. I'm attempting business, which is giving me lots of problems here and there. Stress me out most of the time. I am a teacher. I teach at the Business School, University of Ghana. I teach at the University of Communication, wherever. I teach at Heritage. I teach at Heritage. I teach at wherever. I train people for ICAG, right? It's stress. It's a stress. But I'm a student. And my lecturers do not care what we do. They have no care. You say you want to do PhD. Come and do it now. So sometimes people will just give you load of work. So you have to read, you have to research, you have to do what you have to do. It's a choice. So you have to manage it. So I have already told you, there have been countless moments I sit up and I ask myself, what is this? What's all of this? Then I hold my table and say, no, it will be done. I'll tell myself, it will be done. I wake up and I have an itinerary of things to do, to attend that meeting, to do this thing, and it looks so humongous, and I'm wondering. But again, I say no, it will be done. And I take it easy, and I tick the boxes. This one is done. This one is done. Before 12 midnight, I would have cleared everything that I have. So what it just means is that you have to organize yourself. I'm extremely busy. My siblings don't sometimes understand. This young man, when you call it brownie, I said, you are worrying me, you don't know what I'm thinking about. Talking about brownie. I am hot. So it gives me some little distance. But where I need to be with the family, I am with the family. So I have to make sacrifices. Alright? Now, some of the roles that you have to attend funerals. There are some funerals you cannot attend. So far as for these wedding, naming ceremonies, I have managed to dodge all of them. Yeah, so those people who know me know that when you send me naming ceremony invitation, I won't show up. And it's not because I'm disrespectful. That's the least I will ever do. Because the things are many. So prioritize. It's not everything that you should do. At church, if you talk to the people that I go to church with, they will tell you that when they come to church, they are coming to thank people who came to the funeral, they will worship me. What I do is that the whole day I'm teaching, I start teaching on Saturday and I end 8 continuous. Just 2 breaks. So I can't travel out of the classroom on Sunday. So if I know that I is coming, I'll go to that and greet you and commiserate with you. And sometimes I will say that I wanted to pass your house. Most of the time they say, oh, please, can we come over So you must give priority. I can, and my wife has been very supportive. So most of my own family, they all know when they have funeral and those things, they won't see me. But they know that when the needful has to be done, I will do it without looking to anybody and complaining and comparing and saying, this one, what let's contribute. When I come and I meet something that has to be done, I get it done. I don't wait for anybody and say, where is your own, where is your own? I say, what do we need to do? If only I can afford to get it done, I get it done. So when you go and meet and you don't see me, you can complain the whole day as you care. That doesn't concern me. But you cannot eat your cake and have it. So if you cannot be there physically and you have, a little bit of resources, spare them that ordeal. So you just have to do the needful. And I have come to understand that. So the wedding ceremonies, the naming ceremonies, I've cut them out. I personally don't appreciate, particularly the naming ceremonies. I don't appreciate it. I think it's a waste of time. God has blessed you with a child. Yes, give a name to the child. Why do you want all of us to come and do what? I don't understand it. Maybe the reason why I'm complaining about it is because I don't have the time to attend. Some people have the time, they want to come and sit. Okay, come because you have given birth to a child. Okay? So those people who can afford to do that, they do that. So pay attention. Here, it's not every meeting you must attend. So you must know what your priorities are. But there are certain things that you must give priority to. And you must know those things. Okay? When there is a competition of the time, you must know what to do. That's exactly how I live my life. It's based on priority. So I struggle to get attention for everything, but I give attention to the things that I need to give attention to. So on a daily basis, the earliest I leave my office is 10:30. That's the earliest I leave the office. And the best time to work is after 8. Okay? Because during the day, the several things that I've spoken to you, they are all about meetings. You jump from here, you go. Technology has helped us. Most of the meetings are now done virtually. So you can stay at one place and do that. But after 8, you can now stay by your laptop. So between 8 and 11, you can have some quiet time to read, to do a bit of work, and then you go home. So division your time and prioritize the things and do what you need to do. When you are too stressed, take a rest. So occasionally when I travel, I decide to just spend some time, just sleep. The weather is not for me. Just put my phone off and sleep. So I do a bit of that, mostly when I travel. And I travel a lot. So I take the opportunity to sleep a day or two when I travel. But in Accra, the life is like a hassle. I just have to embrace that's my portion of life. And I can't complain. Somebody is looking for work to do, he's not getting the work to do. You see the irony of life. There are some people who want work to do, they don't get the work to do. And they are praying hard. I used to be like that. I wanted work and I was not getting work. I refused work. The World Bank gave me some work. They gave me work to do 150 days. I could only work for 60 days. Did I do 60? 50. 30 plus 20. So 100 days has gone wasted. And that's money. Okay, and they didn't prevent me from doing it. I just couldn't find the time to do those days. That's money. I said, oh, I can't take your money. And some time passed, this is, and it's not that I don't want to do it, I'm not finding the time. Because there are other things, to do. But they will not give it to just anybody. And that is why I said, if you want to receive more, you should build the capacity to be able to handle more. So there are some people will be chasing them. Even though you know they are busy and they won't have enough time, so they will wait. And there are others who have all the time. And yet people, it's like somebody who is selling. You see some water seller and then another water seller. And you see a long queue and they are delaying. And this guy is sitting there alone, just driving the flies away. Everybody is patiently in the queue. That's the way the word is. It means that something is right and something is wrong. So watch your life and fix everything. And I hate people who like complaining. As soon as you start complaining, it's our lecturer, it's my parents. Whatever you become is because of you, nobody else. You. I don't care whether you are poor or rich. I don't care whether you have parents or you don't. I don't care what situation your teachers are hard on you. I don't care whether somebody wanted to take advantage of you or it is you. It's the way you position yourself. So please, if you don't turn out right, blame yourself. And Ghana is hard. Yes, Ghana is hard. But still, in the hardness of Ghana, people are making it. So you can also make it. All right, so I think we will now go to the... Is there anybody here again? All right, so the last group. Yes, Mr. President.
Prof, please, thank you very much for this. Possibly, we are in a university reading a particular program.
To do. It's okay. But begin to think hard and settle on what to do. Okay? You should not leave the university without knowing what you want to do. So, start settling down on what you want to do. And my advice as to what you want to do, there are a number of factors that guide the choice of what you want to do. Number one, what's your interest? Okay. Some of you are studying disciplines that you are not interested in because you were compelled to do them. It's okay. You can still do what you wanted to do. Based on skill and training. If you are not trained for those ones, you can't do them. So the second factor is what is available. When I started, the first thing I started to do when I was aware of myself was to sell on the street. Not because I wanted to sell on the street. That's clearly not what I wanted to do. But that was the most convenient thing to do. That was what was available. I saw the people around me was doing that. So it was easy to do. I didn't require capital. It just required the just get up and want to do. That's all. The interest. Okay? Please do not feel shy to do what is convenient if you do not have the opportunity to do what interests you. Start with what is available, what is convenient. But when you are doing what is convenient and available, do not think that that's the end. Do it as a means to an end. So when I was selling on the street, selling all kinds of things, I knew clearly in my mind that it was an intro. It was a way to gather money to do what I wanted to do. So I combined school with it. Okay? And when an opportunity came, I stopped selling and I started teaching primary school pupils. And that is where I realized that what I really want to do in life is to teach. Okay? And teaching has opened doors for me. Although I haven't made money really from the teaching directly, all the consultancies that I'm doing, the doors open indirectly linked to my teaching activities. Okay? And I still get satisfaction in teaching. And so I have decided that that's what I'll do for life. Alright? Now, what excites you, when you are doing what excites you, and you get a little bit more of money, invest now into other interesting areas that are economically viable. It might not be your interest, but it is something that is an opportunity, and it is economically viable, and you have the resource to get it done. So you start doing it. So we don't just wake up, you don't see somebody that driving a Land Cruiser and think that they just woke up with it. If I recount my own journey, I started walking miles and kilometers a day, right? Then I remember the first time I bought a taxi, an old taxi, and painted it into a private car. Thankfully, right now I have about 5 cars parked in my house, and I'm asking myself, I used to think, Why are some people that wicked? Why do you not buy cars? Somebody was, and we are walking, and when it is raining, they'll just splash the water on you. But I didn't just wake up and got 5 cars. It didn't just happen just like that. My first car was a taxi. I painted it private. And anytime I was driving, it would leave me in the middle of the road. And I'd be standing there. Right? And I changed it into some Tico. I used that Tico for a long time. And I graduated into a RAV4. And I got a Nissan, a Nissan, yeah. And then I got a Ford. And I love Ford cars. I got a couple of Fords. And I got a Land Cruiser. So you don't just get up one day and just get what you want. It's a process. Started working. And I can't forget those days. So I challenge every individual. I don't think that by the fact that you are sitting in the Land Cruiser, you are better than the person who is working. I don't think so. Because the human being that I was when I was working is still the same human being sitting here. Just that circumstances have changed. And those circumstances can change again for the West. And when they do, don't complain. Just brave it and lift yourself up again and move on. That's how life is. Alright? So, do what is your passion if you can. If you cannot, do what is convenient. And as you do what is convenient, propel yourself towards what is your passion. And when you get into your passion and you are resourced, use that one to invest in viable venture. Now my interest is business, farming. So I've started doing farming with a few colleagues. We're doing farming, rice farming in the Fumbisi valleys. I do a couple of cocoa farms in the western region. I'm hoping to expand that one because I have an interest in that. This is because I'm able to gather a little bit of this thing from my little work that I do, and I think that I should get that one to do. But all of that comes with challenges. Okay? We had the misfortune of having 170 acres of rice farm bent. Can you imagine? 170 bent. Just bent. Somebody just put fire on it. It was ripe and it was a bumper, harvest, ready to be taken. And the person just put fire on it. 170 acres, gone. So, will the world end? No, it's part of it. Yeah, you will cry because you have put in a lot of efforts and a lot of your resources. But you take lessons and then you bounce back. So never let obstacles put you down. Life will go on anyway. With you or without you, life will go on. Right? When you cry, life will go on. When you smile, life will go on. If you are sick, life will go on. If you are healthy, life will go on. If you work, life will go on. If you don't work, life will go on. Your demeanor will not change anything in this life. Your active engagement and participation can make life better. Alright? Your being indolent and passive does not reduce life. In fact, life will happen regardless. Regardless. We can all start with shouting, life will continue. Okay? Just position yourself to be a better contribution to this life. I want to thank you for your attention and pray that God bless all of you so that regardless of the odds, I don't know which odds you are facing. I have faced many of them and I still do. One of my challenges right now is how I can find time to handle. There are a number of good projects that I'm supposed to do and I'm struggling very hard to find the time to get them done. Unfortunately, some of them are personal. You cannot delegate, you have to get it done, and you don't have enough time to get it done. That's the challenge I have. And I pray to God that God will give me good health to get that done. What is your challenge? Face your challenge squarely. May God bless all of you.